This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
DMK Chief M. Karunanidhi will head to New Delhi tomorrow to meet daughter Kanimuri, who's in Tihar jail for her involvement in the 2G scam. 6 DMK leaders skip UPA-2's anniversary dinner. TR Balu represents the DMK. Will Karunanidhi get to meet the UPA chairperson tomorrow? Dr. Thamizarasan sworn in as the pro-tem speaker of the Tamil Nadu Assembly and says he will ensure smooth functioning of the House.
தொடக்கமே மிகப்பெரிய உற்சாகத்தோடும் உத்வேகத்தோடும் தமிழக சட்டமன்றத்தில் உருவாகி இருக்கிறது என்பதை உணரப்பட முடிகிறது.
You know it's summer when air conditioning is on full blast all over the city, but is this breeding a host of viruses? Huge relief for Rajnikant's fans. The ailing actor is shifted out of ICU into a private ward. Hospital sources say he's just fine. And Chennai Super Kings royally drubbed by Malia's challengers. Bangalore's royal challengers emerge as table toppers. Good evening. You're tuned into the news tonight on NDTV Hindu. I'm Sindhuja. Let's also quickly scan all the big stories making the national headlines this hour. Sachin Pilot prevented from entering the epicenter of Uttar Pradesh's land agitation. The PM announces compensation for victims of Bhatta Parsol. French Interior Ministry confirms an Indian suspected of being an Al-Qaeda recruiter who was arrested on 10th of May at the Paris airport. The BJP threatens a nationwide agitation if action is not taken against the Karnataka governor within the next 2 days. Benazir Bhutto did not adhere to the security norms of the ISI, says retired Pakistani General Qureshi. Our top story, the Congress-led UPA gets ready to mark its 2 years of second term in office today with a celebratory dinner being hosted by the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. The second anniversary comes in the wake of the massive controversy over the 2G scam and the arrest of prominent leaders from the Congress's main ally, the DMK. Senior DMK leader TR Balu is the only representative at this dinner, which is taking place right now at the national capital. It was the year of scams for the UPA-2 like Adarsh, CWG and 2G, the appointment of PJ Thomas, Shashi Tharoor's involvement in the IPL, the slip-ups in the most wanted terrorist, and of course price rise. Several heads rolled in these scams as well, like A. Raja, Kanimuri, Suresh Kalmadi, Shashi Tharoor, Ashok Chavan and PJ Thomas. However, there was some saving grace for the UPA in the form of election victories in Kerala and West Bengal, and also that they clocked a decent growth rate of 8.5%. Well, the DMK camp has been lying low ever since the massive poll loss and Rajya Sabha MP Kanimuri's arrest. The DMK patriarch is heading to New Delhi tomorrow to see his daughter, who is currently in Tihar jail. The senior DMK leader TR Balu is representing the Dravidian party in New Delhi at the UPA anniversary dinner. 6 DMK ministers in the union cabinet, including MK Arigiri and Dayanidhi Maran, have skipped the dinner. The DMK is the third largest constituent of UPA-2 with 18 MPs in the union cabinet.
Delhi ki UPA dinner meeting irukku adukku திமுக ல இருந்து யார் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்றாங்க பார்லிமென்ட் கட்சி தலைவர் போறாங்க டிஆர் பாலு திமுக கட்சி தலைவர் பாலு leader Dr. Kalinga Karunanidhi has already said that he is deputing the parliamentary party leader. Then what else you need? Huh?
How is the party planning to face this?
Well, the DMK patriarch will be in the national capital tomorrow, but there is no clarity on him meeting the UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi. Meeting up with her, however, has been the norm ever since the party aligned with the Congress in 2004 when the UPA was formed.
நாளைக்கு டெல்லி போறீங்களா சோனியா காந்தி சந்திக்க வாய்ப்பு இருக்கா இல்ல உங்களுக்கும் காங்கிரஸுக்குமான உறவு எப்படி இருக்கீங்க நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்களோ அப்படி
Let's move on now. All elected members of the 14th Assembly will formally take their oath on Monday, the 23rd of May. And with the seat of power returning to Fort St. George, the rush is on to complete the renovation of the Assembly chamber in there. With the pro-tem speaker already announced, the focus will now be to shift as to who will ultimately be elected as the speaker. Our reporter Salim looks ahead of the session. The Chief Minister will be the first to take oath as an MLA at the 14th Legislative Assembly, which commences on May 23rd at the historic Fort St. George, which is being spruced up now. The last sitting of the Assembly on January 11, 2010, after which the House met at the Secretariat Assembly Complex on the Omandurar Government Estate.
Till recently, the Assembly Chamber housed a reference library of the Central Institute of Classical Tamil. The library has now been relocated to pave way for the MLAs to resume duties at this historic hall.
With the former Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi heading to New Delhi, all eyes will be on the former Deputy Chief Minister M. K. Stalin. 23 DMK men, including Karunanidhi and Stalin, have been elected to this assembly in the April 13th polls, while 146 MLAs from the AIADMK will take oath, as well as others like the AISMK who won on alliance symbols. The pro-term speaker Thamizharasan is a Dalit MLA.
உண்மையில் இது தமிழகத்தின் ஒடுக்கப்பட்ட மக்களுக்கு தமிழக முதலமைச்சராக பொறுப்பேற்றிருக்கிற பொதுச் செயலாளர் புரட்சித் தலைவி அம்மா அவர்கள் தந்திருக்கிற மிகப்பெரிய மதிப்பென்றே நான் கருதுகிறேன். அதை நான் மிகுந்த நன்றி உள்ளவனாக அவர்களுக்கு என்னுடைய நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்வதிலே உளம் நிறைகிறேன்.
The election of the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly will be held on May 27th. Many senior names are likely to be fielded. After the Governor's address on June 3rd, the focus will now shift to the new budget that the new government will have to present. In Chennai, with Salim, this is Sindhuja for NDTV Hindu.
Time now to take a break on the bulletin, but up ahead, a year since one of the worst plane disasters in India. Have the victims received their dues? Well, stay tuned to find out.